Episode 1, I'm not the failure. You are. Scene 1, the burden of the seal. The sun warms the rooftops of a peaceful ninja village, Kashkakure no Soto, the village hidden in burning passion. Children laugh and play, merchants call out in the distance, birds chirp and sing, and groups of shinobi dash across rooftops like shadows. The breeze carries the smell of warm bread, spices, and fresh forest air. Inside the chief's headquarters at the topmost room, the chief sits focused at his desk, scribbling across parchment and stamping scrolls with the village crest. His shogi board sits untouched, but he spins his favorite piece idly between his fingers, clearly intending to play another round soon. The village thrives below him. Then, his office door crashes open. A bloodied and tattered shinobi stumbles in, gasping. His forehead protector bears the mark of the village's hidden intelligence team, the Kurotai, Black Phoenix Division. Shinobi, Chief. It's coming. A demon is coming. No, worse, a mass of demons fused into one. A monster. And it's on its way. The chief stands, unmoving for a breath, then nods firmly. Chief, then I'll be the one to meet it. We cannot let this village fall, not today. He slips his worn shogi piece into his pocket as a good luck charm, grabs his coat and ninja tools, and heads toward the village gates. Moments later, as he arrives, the sky darkens unnaturally and the wind whistles through the rooftops. Loud shrieks echo from the forest edge. From the path, an unnatural form tears through trees, a demonic mass, towering and formless, writhing with tortured faces and shifting limbs, glowing with eerie purple eyes. Its roars shake the woods, guards charge but fall one by one. The chief strikes back with fire and lightning, his attacks sharp and fierce. The battle rages for an hour, but even he, the village's strongest, begins to falter. The demon delivers a final blow to the chief's chest, knocking him flat on his back. Bloodied and breathless, the chief reaches into his pocket. His fingers clutch the shogi piece. He whispers, "Chief," whispering checkmate. He tosses the piece into the air, pressing his fingers together as he begins to chant. The sky warps, the winds howl louder, the demon thrashes, drawn into a brilliant light. Its broken form explodes into tiny balls of light that scatter across the sky like stars before all shooting toward the shogi piece hanging in the air. Then silence. The chief collapses, the shogi piece falling beside him, sizzling softly. A close-up reveals a glowing purple ceiling circle etched into its back, cracked and leaking light. Night falls. The chief is carried home by members of the Black Phoenix Division, too late to help in battle. In a modest house at the village's edge, the chief lies wrapped in blood-stained cloth. His wife, Sayana, sits beside him, holding their newborn son, Kairo, who stirs quietly, unaware. Chief, he's beautiful. Even with everything, he's as peaceful as when I left him with you today. Sayana, don't speak. Just rest. You're safe now. But the chief shakes his head. Chief, the seal, it took too much energy. I won't make it, my love. And the seal. He pulls the glowing, cracked shogi piece from his pocket. It's not strong enough. This seal was meant for mortal souls, not demons. If I don't act, the threat will rise again, soon. It's cracking. It needs a living core to grow with it, to suppress the energy inside. Sayana's eyes widen. Sayana, you don't mean, Chief, he's not just our son. He's our only chance. He must be raised as a shinobi, trained early, and taught control. If he fails, the village dies. Chief, hold him to me. Sayana holds Kairo still, fighting back tears. The chief presses the shogi piece to the baby's shoulder blades. It sinks into his skin, leaving the mark of the seal. Kairo cries out. Chief, this won't be easy, my love. The chief begins the incantation. Chief, chanting, bind the demon. Lock him in a cage. Let the boy become the key. A brilliant red seal burns into Kairo's skin, glyphs spiral over his body, condensing into a single circular symbol around the shogi piece, pulsing twice before steaming and turning black. The chief closes his eyes. Chief, whispering, you'll carry my failure. But maybe you'll become something more. Sayana pulls Kairo close, tears falling onto the seal. Kairo stirs in agony, his tiny hands grasping air, unaware of the weight now upon his life. Sayana's tears fall freely now, but she holds Kairo close, her fingers trembling as she strokes his tiny hair. Sayana, whispering, we'll raise him strong. We'll make sure he lives, and that he knows who he really is. The chief's lips curve into a faint, weary smile. Chief, that's all I can hope for. He reaches out weakly, brushing a strand of hair from Sayana's face. Chief, promise me, and no matter what the village says, you won't let them break him. Her eyes meet his, fierce with love and resolve. Sayana, I promise. We will protect him, always. His breathing slows, the pain in his chest spreading, but his voice remains steady. Chief, good. My son will carry the fire of our family. The burden I could not bear. Sayana presses her forehead to his, holding back sobs. Sayana, he'll be stronger than us both. The chief's hand falls limp. His eyes close for the last time. Sayana cradles Kairo tighter, whispering, Sayana, you are not alone, little one. We'll face this darkness, together. Scene 2, class begins. Snap to present. Kairo walks quietly through the village on his way to class. The villagers glare as he passes, cold eyes, quiet murmurs, turned backs. He wears a sunny yellow ninja jumpsuit, a gift from his mother. Lightweight and worn, it's built for movement, stitched with a faded sun crest on the upper back, right where the seal lies. The inner lining is charcoal gray, patterned like soft clouds. Sun above shadow. His mother called him my sunlight over darkness when giving Kairo this jumpsuit. The fabric may be faded, but Kairo keeps it clean as he can. He sighs, eyes down. Kairo, thought, I really hope I pass the test today. Wish I could wash my clothes better. But I used up all the water yesterday. I'm hungry too. His stomach growls loudly. No time to think about that. If I become a ninja, I'll have plenty of everything. I can't be a loser on my first day, I have to show everyone who I really am. He approaches the academy gates. Tokishi is waiting. Handsome, confident, cold-eyed, a student from the Kurogami clan, and Kairo's loudest hater. Tokishi, you're a monster. You don't deserve to be a ninja. Go home. Then, a punch to Kairo's stomach. Kairo drops to one knee. Villagers nearby glance, but no one steps in. He catches his breath and stands again, saying nothing. He walks inside. Inside the classroom. The moment Kairo enters, the room goes still. A wave of silence. Then, slowly, the chatter resumes. He takes his usual seat in the back corner. Everyone knows it's his, so they sit farther away to avoid sitting with the monster. From here, Kairo watches the rest of the class fall into familiar clusters. In front of him, a pair of loud twins bicker, their matching hairstyles and sharp tongues make them hard to ignore. Twin 1, no way, he's mine. You like the quiet broody ones. Twin 2, please. I've seen the way you look at Tokishi. Tokishi sits ahead of them, polished and composed, as if their arguing is beneath him. To Kairo's right, across the aisle, a boy sits alone. Wrapped in frayed, blood-stained bandages, sleeves half-rolled, one eye slightly swollen. Quiet. Still. Not reading. Not pretending to be busy. Just waiting. Kairo leans toward him cautiously. Kairo, hey. I'm Kairo. Boy, softly the I know. Kairo, didn't catch your name though. Boy, it's Ren. Kairo studies the bandages, arms, wrists, even a wrap around his neck. Kairo, you okay? You look like you fought a brick wall. Ren, small shrug, I've had worse. Kairo, you training alone? Ren, nods, don't have much choice. Kairo gives a soft breath, understanding too well. Kairo, yeah. I get that. A pause. Ren doesn't smile, but he doesn't turn away either. Then the classroom door slides open. The sensei steps in. The sensei walks up to the board. He picks up a piece of chalk and writes, "Sensei Tabayaro." The class straightens in their seats. Whispers ripple through the room. Student 1, whoa. It's Tabayaro sensei. Student 2, I thought he only trained elite squads. Student 3, my brother says he fought during the attack 7 years ago. Tokishi stays quiet, which is rare. Tabayaro turns to face the class. The room falls silent. His voice is steady, calm, but carrying quiet authority. Tabayaro, good morning, students. Some of you are here because your clans expect it. Some of you want to prove something. And some of you. His eyes flick briefly to Kairo. Would do well to prove you belong here at all. A few faint giggles ripple through the room, directed at Kairo. He pauses, letting the words settle. Tabayaro, no matter your reason, one truth remains: if you lack control over your ninpo, you won't last long beyond these walls. He steps aside, planting his feet firmly. Tabayaro, today, we begin with the foundation, the clone technique. Ninpo, Bunshin no Jutsu. It demands precision. Not strength. Not flash. Control. He forms a single seal on his palm, slow and deliberate. Puff. A perfect clone appears beside him, standing with flawless posture. Murmurs of awe spread through the students. Tabayaro, your clone should look and move like you, but remember, it is illusion, not mass. It cannot strike, only deceive. He waves a hand, and the clone vanishes. Tabayaro, you will each attempt the technique. If you succeed, you'll move on to intermediate forms. If you fail, you try again. Not tomorrow. Today. Until you get it right. Tabayaro steps back from the board, scanning the quiet room. Tabayaro, before any of you attempt the clone technique, there's something vital you must understand. He pauses, voice calm but firm. Tabayaro, ninpo isn't just flashy skill or raw power. It is the natural energy flowing through every shinobi. He walks slowly across the room, arms crossed. Tabayaro, this energy is born within, fueled by your burning will and the determination in your heart. It courses through unseen channels, stored deep inside you. Stopping near Kairo, his gaze is steady. Tabayaro, to use ninpo, you must learn to generate this energy, guide it through your system, and release it as a jutsu. You must have control. Too much, too little, and your technique will fail, or worse, backfire. He straightens and folds his arms, glancing across the rows. Tabayaro, we begin. Row by row. Left side first. The test. Tabayaro nods sharply and gestures to the front of the classroom. Tabayaro, begin. Front row first. Each of you has 3 attempts. Pass, or you fail. The first student, a confident girl with a proud clan crest on her sleeve, steps forward. She closes her eyes, takes a deep breath, and performs the hand seal smoothly. Puff! A shimmering clone appears beside her, perfectly mirroring her stance. She bows and steps back as murmurs of approval ripple through the class. Next, a tall boy with a sharp glare steps up, tense. His first attempt flickers weakly, then vanishes. He clenches his jaw and tries again. Puff! The clone forms more solidly but wavers, disappearing quickly. On his third try, focusing every ounce of will, the clone stands firm. He exhales, relieved, and returns to his seat. Tokishi strides forward next, smirking. Tokishi, watch and learn. He swiftly forms the seals. Puff! Puff! 2 perfect clones spring to life beside him. The class gasps, impressed. Tokishi bows slightly, shooting a smug glance at Kairo. One by one, the other students take their turns, some faltering but eventually passing within their 3 attempts. The boy with no clan, Ren, struggles but finally forms a shaky clone on his 3rd try, nodding quietly in satisfaction. Finally, All eyes turn to the back corner. It's Kairo's turn. He steps forward, heart pounding, hands trembling. His first attempt, a faint, unstable clone, flickers briefly, then explodes in a burst of dark energy, knocking him backward. Gasps and whispers spread through the room. Kairo coughs, struggling to rise. Tabayaro, remember, control is everything. You have 2 more attempts. Kairo nods, swallowing hard, and steadies himself for the second try. He forms the seals again, more carefully this time. The clone shimmers weakly, flickers, then fades. No applause this time, just quiet disappointment. Tabayaro's gaze remains steady but serious. Tabayaro, final attempt. Kairo's hands shake, sweat beading his forehead. He closes his eyes, focusing all his will. A flickering clone appears, weak and wavering, then suddenly backfires again with a small burst of energy, throwing him to the ground. A heavy silence fills the room. Kairo lies still, breathing heavily, cheeks burning with shame. Tabayaro kneels beside him, voice low but firm. Tabayaro, failure is a lesson. Learn from it. Throughout, Tokishi watches Kairo with a smug grin, clearly satisfied with the result of the tests. Kairo clenches his fists, determination burning despite the failure. Kairo's inner thoughts. Damn it! 3 tries and I still blew it. Everyone passed. Everyone. What's wrong with me? No, it's not just me. It's this thing inside me. Every time I try to focus, it pushes back. Like it's alive. Like it's trying to keep me weak. I hate it. I hate how they look at me. I hate how I looked at myself just now. Tokishi gets to be perfect. Gets the attention, the praise, the girls. All I get is silence and pity. But I'm not done. Not even close. They'll see me again. And next time, I'll be stronger than any of them. He pushes himself to his feet, shaking, furious, humiliated. Kairo, shouting, I'm not a failure, you are. Just wait, you'll all see. He storms out of the classroom, leaving a stunned silence behind. End of episode 1.
If you've made it to this point, consider a like and subscribe if you want to see more like this. This is not written by I, these are my ideas and concepts all painstakingly written for you. This 17-minute episode took a lot of work, and if my channel gets popular I will be putting more work towards the visual aspect of my videos. You would see what the characters are doing, the scenery, act. So, like, follow, subscribe, share the video, anything would greatly show your support. Thank you for listening.